What's up, y'all? It's me, Amari, and in this video, I want to talk about validation, because validation is something that's been it's been more and more of a thing for me as I've gotten older. You know, back in middle school, or even before then, validation was never I never really cared. As most kids, don't. But as you get older, validation, for some, definitely becomes more important. So, but for me, validation has been taking the form of, making the right decisions when it comes to what I want to do in my life. Because I'm in that weird space where I'm at the beginning of my trial and error phase, which is basically where I'm trying a bunch of things and seeing what sticks and kind of seeing what doesn't. And it's been interesting for me because with some of those decisions, I feel like some of those decisions would be easier if I felt like they were kind of validated by others. For example, if I tell one of my friends or my mom or my aunt something that I want to do, and they essentially are for it and give me the go-ahead, then that would give me more of a push to do it. But if I feel like I don't have that sense of validation from them, that makes me second guess myself, and I start to have thoughts like, should I be doing this? Or maybe that wasn't a good idea, really, at all. And when it comes to my mom and my aunt and my family, and finding validation for them or from them, I think it's partially a respect thing, because for as long as I've been alive, every decision I've made has more or less gone through them. I'm just now getting to a stage where I can make decisions independent of them, and I don't have to tell them anything. But for a lot of my life has been micromanaged by them. So a lot of my decisions did funnel through them. And I more or less needed their go-ahead and their say-so to do whatever it is I wanted to do. And it's also, in validation, just in general, I feel like for me, it's also a thing of security. Like, when you have somebody validating your actions and telling you that, yeah, this is a good idea, then it makes you feel like you're actually kind of on the right track. I don't know exactly how to describe it, but when people, especially people that you care about, validate your choices, it's a nice feeling, as opposed to you having an idea or wanting to do something, running it by someone, and they're kind of shutting that idea down. I don't know exactly how to put it, but I know it's a feeling that everyone has or has had. So yeah, I'm looking at the timer. This was definitely a shorter one. I don't really have a time limit or a set time in mind when I record these. I just kind of have an idea of what I want to talk about, and then just sit in front of the camera and talk about it. And however long it takes is usually however long it takes. And this one just happened to be a shorter one. But yeah, with that being said, I'll see y'all next time.